All right, guys, I'm back in the garage. Basically, just want to introduce some parts that I got before I install it. So we're gonna start off with, if y'all looked at the back end videos, I basically had to reorder some brakes from. I actually got it from Jegs. So Jegs actually looked out and they gave me a hat. So I think I'm actually gonna put this hat on for this video. So. It's kind of hot in here, people. You know my garage be like 100 degrees. So this is, Jegs gave me a hat. So Jegs, good looking on the hat, on the promo side, because I spend a lot of money with y'all guys. So basically this is the power stop. So I'm on my power stop because of the fact that this was running, I was running EBCs, the yellows in the front, the red in the back. I don't really too much recommend it because it's like heavy brake dust. It wasn't what I thought it would be. So if y'all looked at the video when I was doing the brakes, basically I went into the whole thing with the brakes. I had got it from Amazon. They gave me brake pads for a 4 piston instead of a 6. So this is the correct brake pads for my Charger. Basically, as y'all can see, the big boy brake pads. This is from Power Stop, of course, and they come with all the necessary hardware. The new pins, which is 4 and 2 clips, basically to hold it. And this is, I don't know why they sent me 2 different ones, but there's maybe 2 different sizes, so I guess that's why they sent it. So I don't know which one is which, but I'm gonna match it up with the one I have in there, which is actually OEM, right? So just wanted to share that with you. So now this got to get installed sometime this week, even though this garage is mad hot, people. So Jags, let's take that hat off and let's put my regular hat back on, and that's gonna go somewhere. So now I'm gonna do a combo right here. So we're gonna walk to Renzel and I'm gonna explain something to y'all with this package I got, right? So if y'all know, this is my 2013 Escalade Renzel for the tow, flex fuel. So basically when I purchased this, it had like a what you call it, one of them old school chrome fender coverings right here. So I got something called GM Rot. So basically it started off small, and basically as the summer progressed and the winter, whatever, it starts to bubble up and spread. But as I always told y'all from before, it looked like this happened before and it was worked on. So now I'm gonna actually try to correct it. So let's get into the trunk, which you wanna hear it make a click because it has this little issue going on. Boom. Right, which I have to basically take care of in the winter. All right, so I got a few things here because you know what, I've been like you know, when I do my videos on the sponsorship side, on the networking side, I used to always say, yo, somebody want to hit Renzel up, do the repair on the networking side or on the sponsor side, you know, hit me up, we could do something. But so since nobody reached out, I do kind of have, you know, I'm in DIY mode. So I'm gonna show you one more time with the big light, basically the GM Rot. So this is the GM Rot, so it's spreading. So I have to actually attack this now. So I'm gonna have to take the fender liner out, the wheel out, and I have to sand this down and apply the rust joint, whatever. I'm not a body man, so you know I did my little research on doing a small, basically, job like this because of the fact that I gotta keep on moving, I gotta keep Renzel clean, right? So I just want to show y'all a few things what I purchased today. So today I purchased Bondo original filler, right? Then I got a Bondo short strand fiberglass, right? So basically I got to use this first and then use that, right? Then recommended was basically the automotive primer, self etching primer, right? Which that I'm new to this, so like, you know, I got a whole list of things I need to get to do that, right? So now I I actually went to Harbor Freight, man. I got 2 cool buckets. I have to replace the buckets I got. So, you know, I had to get the buckets in the top. Real cool. So now, sandpaper, people, right? Hold on, I'm gonna go on the list on my phone because I want to see this in order, right? Because I took notes, right? First thing first, with my DIY, right? I gotta use the 80, right? So this is the 80, right? It's kind of, I think the 80 is a rough one. It's super rough, right? So we got 80. So we'll keep it in order. 80. Then I have 180, right? And this is a dry sandpaper sheet. So I actually got 5 sheets in here, which I doubt I'm gonna use 5 sheets, right? Then I got the 320, right? So now we go to the 320. 320, as y'all can see, is wet and dry, whatever, right? Then I gotta use another one, and that's a 600, right? Okay. Then I had to get the one I got a few more things, right? I had to run around and go to AutoZone. So this is a spreader for the putty, basically a plastic spreader, right? As y'all can see from Pittsburgh, right? I got myself some 3N tape. I ain't need nothing big because I'm just doing a small area. And I got something called a tack cloth. I never used this before, but they saying this is basically used to basically clean the affected area after you wipe. So I got that, right? And this is basically now the paint and the primer. So this is actually supposed to be color match, right? So basically they gave me a spare nozzle. This is something called spectral paints, right? I never heard of them, but they supposed to like kind of match the OEM color. So basically, you know, you research your color, whatever. So Amazon actually had, you know, basically you gotta get the kit. You gotta get the let me see, what is this? This is the base coat. So this is the color, right? So this is the color. This is the primer, and y'all notice I had to get another primer because I guess with the Bondo and all that, they recommend I use this primer, but then I have to use this primer, right? And then I have the clear. So I got the clear coat UV, whatever. So want to do a little test spray, nozzle motion, right? To see the color, all right? All right, guys, real quick. So I'm just gonna test to make sure, just do a color match. Okay. So as I said, they gave me a spare one, and I like the nozzle head. Nozzle head look very it look very smooth and sleek, cause you know I get down with the spray can. So all right, just gonna do something, a real test coat real quick. That's what I wanted to do. So kind of, it's gonna work. What you think? I mean, it's burgundy. That's basically, I mean, it's like a reddish kind of. You're not going to get the full effect or see the full effect here, but I'm just saying, just based on, you know, you got to do what it do. That's it. But with the primer and whatever, it's going to stick a little bit different. All right, so this is basically, as I said, a test spray, whatever. I'm going to do another test spray again, basically, when everything is kind of said and done. So, as I said, it's just now just wiring this up, get it cleaned up, get it Bondo, the fiberglass. I never used fiberglass before. And just getting this part prepped for whatever. I was thinking about also doing this too. So I don't know, this is like, this plastic is kind of like ducking. I maybe just leave that ish and maybe just focus on here. So I'm just trying to focus on, I may have to start from here, give it a little base in here, right? What you think? I don't want to just do it, I have to give it a little play. So maybe start to grind from here, get down to here, and then I'm gonna go up. Cause look, somebody did something, I told you already. So basically, it looked like they did here, but then it just spread. So I'm gonna have to do like maybe here up here, kind of something like that, in that degree. All right, so as I said, I'm basically ready for whatever. So as I said, y'all see what's going on here. As I said, it's pretty cool. And basically that's basically what I got going on. Y'all already know, look at the back end videos. I got motion. Car show is postponed right now because it's just it's raining. So I don't want to actually, because this garage is hot as shit, but I'm gonna try my best to start getting this work done on Renzel and changing these brake pads, because I need to get that done quick, because at the end of the day, when the weather come back, I'm out. So all right, as I said, this is just really just a Rubbertelli, just a quick video of basically what I got going on. Free the box Chevy. More than likely that's gonna be coming out this month, because I'm not doing nothing with that AC condenser. It's way too hot in this garage. It's just a quick maintenance and quick whatever I gotta do. So all right, folks, as I said, man, this is just a quick video update of what I got going on for the two vehicles. And all right, man, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet tonight. Like for Michael, let's look at the back end videos. I got motion. All right, catch y'all on the next one.